What is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Reaper Reviews. Yeah, you caught me. Um, this episode was supposed to go up on Sunday, but I didn't get to record it Sunday because a whole issue with me and my fiance went down. Um, we just had a huge fight, basically. So I didn't feel like recording at the moment. Yesterday I was supposed to record last night, which I did, but something went wrong with the audio on my laptop. So, yeah, I'm doing this Tuesday morning and had to move the laptop a little closer. But on this episode of Reaper Reviews, I'm going to do something a little different. Excuse me. Anyway, as you all know, I said in the previous episode about a week or two ago that I'm a huge fan of the Nostalgia Critic, aka Doug Walker. And every other week, he does a movie review or a series review. But the weeks between those every other week, he does a thing called editorials, where he just basically talks about whatever the hell he wants. And that got me thinking, okay, that sounds like a really good idea. Instead of constantly having to do um, movie reviews every week, I can do just an editorial where I basically want to talk about whatever the hell I want to. So, welcome to Reaper Reviews editorial of WrestleMania 31. Yeah, I was supposed to post a WrestleMania 31 recap last week. Didn't do it, so fuck it. Combine the two. Anyway, hold on 1 second. Bam! I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. My dog was messing with me. Anyway, so we start off with the pre-show. There's not really much to say about the pre-show aside from the two matches. The tag team title match, it was a decent match. Los Matadors, Usos, Tyson Kidd, and Cesaro versus New Day, whoever the fuck they are. It was a pretty good match. Kind of a decent callback to the 90s, with each tag team having their own manager. It kind of reminded me a little bit of the whole Hardy versus Dudley versus Edge and Christian thing. But, I mean, it wasn't all that great. It had some amazing moments in it, but all in all, it was a failure of a match with Tyson Kidd and Cesaro picking up the victory. And yeah, I'm reaching for my phone right now. That is my dad. I will call him back in a bit. Anyway, so yeah, all in all, I give that match a failing grade, but at the same time, I'll be nice about it. I'll give it a 5 to 5.5 out of 10. Simply because I like Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, and I want to see them do more. But at the same time, I want to see Los Matadors do more. Because really, all you have is Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, the Usos, and I mean, the Ascension's pretty good. Well, the next night on Raw, yeah, I'm going to be doing a little recap of Raw at the same time. Roscoe, hush, recording, buddy. I love my dog. He's such an idiot. Yeah, so, what was I saying? The next night on Raw, it was Tyson Kidd, Cesaro versus whoever versus whoever versus whoever versus the newest addition to the tag team division once again, uh, Lucha Libre. I don't know. Anyway, uh, like I said, all around it was a decent match. Now let's move on to the main events for the pre-show. When the hell did they start doing this? Main events for the pre-show. I mean, I understand they used to do it a lot, but now there's a whole podcast for the pre-show. Really? Whatever. um. Anyway, so the pre-show main event is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which, why isn't this on the card? No. Seriously, why isn't this on the card? I mean, you've had this being built up for weeks and weeks and weeks. Why isn't it on the card? I mean, yeah, it's not. It shouldn't be high on the card. Maybe the first or second match it should be that, but it shouldn't be the pre-show main event. If anything, have one match on the pre-show. Nobody watches the pre-show anyway, so they don't know what happened. Anyway, so yeah. We had some really good spots. The beginning of the match, WrestleMaina comes out, does the whole, Hulk Hogan, ripping off the shirt thing. And I want to ask you guys, you remember back in 2005 or 6? 4 or 5 or 6, where they had a wrestler by the name of Muhammad Hassan. He was supposed to be a Muslim extremist, even though he's Italian. Yeah, anyway. And he's supposed to be a Muslim activist and yada yada. Well, they did a whole spot like him, and they did not mention it. Even though they mentioned how the screw job and this and that, and you had a perfect opportunity at WWE. But anyway, so Axel Mania gets grabbed by everybody and thrown out of the ring, which I call bullshit for one. One, Curtis Axel, is the son of Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig. Why the fuck does he not get more recognition? No. Seriously, WWE. You're getting fucked up. One of the biggest stars of... One of the reasons, you became such a big time thing is because of Kurt Hennig. But yet you're treating his son like shit. Okay, maybe he thinks he's entitled to it and stuff like that, but I think he's paid his dues now. But anyway, so we get some good spots after that. New Day try to eliminate the Big Show. Big Show eliminates New Day. Big Show gets 9 eliminations in this match. And it comes down to the final 5. Mizdow, Miz, Cesaro, Big Show, and somebody I don't know. He doesn't count. So, and I like the fact that Cesaro came down to the final 5. It's kind of like he wanted to re-win it. He wanted to be the only man to ever win it. But he was quickly eliminated by the Big Show. And it eventually comes down to Mizdow, and Big Show. And I do finally agree with WWE on something on this. Have Mizdow turn against the Miz. Now, it would have been better to see the Miz turn on Mizdow and throw him out because it's kind of a dickish heel move to have Mizdow turn on the Miz and then throw him out. But it was great to see him do the whole Benoit 2004, yeah, 2004 um, spot, Royal Rumble spot, where he gets Big Show in a front-facing headlock and tries to bring him over the ropes, but it fails. So there you go. Big Show wins. I think Big Show deserves it. He needs to retire, and what better way to retire than letting him, retire with that kind of victory under his belt? I mean, come on. Well, the next night on Raw, I'm just going to skip what I thought of the match because I didn't really watch the pre-show, so it doesn't matter. The next night on Raw, Big Show, Kane, and Rollins versus Big Show, Kane, and Rollins versus Cena for some reason. Or no, not Cena. Who'd they face? It was, fuck if I know. It was, Reigns versus somebody. And Rollins and them wound up losing because reasons. Anyway, so we finally get to the pay-per-view. In 1 second, guys, I have to have my product placement. Please, Dr. Pepper, please. I drink this stuff at least once a day. I've been drinking this since I was like 13, dude. I'm 25 almost. Been drinking one a day. Sponsor me. That was creepy. Sponsor me. I'm fucking awkward and creepy. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway. So, we finally get to the pay-per-view. And before I start with the review of the pay-per-view, I just want to say after I'm done kind of talking about the pay-per-view itself, I want to go into what I think the WWE should do after WrestleMania, leading up into Extreme Rules, as well as, what they should be doing the rest of the year. But it's WWE. Vince has got his head up his ass, so yeah. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get copyrighted for it, but yeah, Vince, get your head out of your ass. Let your son-in-law run the company. He runs NXT, and it's amazing. Yeah. Anyway. So the first match is the Intercontinental Ladder match with 7 guys. Ziggler, Harper, Truth, Ambrose, current champion, bloody hell, the Brit, Bad News Barrett, who's that last guy? Alright, Daniel Bryan, whoever that is, but, it was good match. Amazing spots. Like Harper powerbombing Ambrose out of the ring onto a ladder, breaking the ladder in half. And later in the video, it'll kind of make sense because last year, Ambrose always claimed that he would always stop Rollins from ever cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. Later in the video, well, no, right now, I'll go ahead and say it now. But that was a good way to kind of solidify why Rollins cashes in later in the video. But Ambrose is out at that point. And I mean, I would rather have seen Truth take the title because the fact that uh, you don't have nothing going on with our Truth. You got him talking to Lil Jimmy still. You got him, yeah, Lil Jimmy. Anyway, uh, sorry if this video is not as funny because I woke up an hour ago and I missed a whole hour of recording time. Yay. But yeah. So match comes down to Ziggler and Bryant, and the two are headbutting on top of the ladder like billy goats. Huh. I got no joke. Uh, but it was great to see the match go to Bryant, even though he's so fucking overhyped. And I'm sorry, I was a Daniel Bryan fan. I really was. Leading up to this pay per view, I was a Daniel Bryan fan. Just he's. It's not because he's short. It's not because he's hairy. It's not because this or that. It's just he's so overhyped, and we all know WWE is not going to give him that push anymore. But yet, they want to Roman Reigns is underhyped, and they give him all kinds of pushes. But I digress. Anyway, there's really the next night on Raw for Daniel Bryan is him versus Ziggler for, I guess, the IC title again. I don't know why they couldn't have that in the first place, but alright. With, once again, Daniel Bryan getting the victory. But let me just say something about the ladder match. Doesn't Dolph Ziggler have a concussion? I mean, I'd be fine. It'd be fine if he was like hitting his shoulder or something like that. But camera clearly shows Daniel Bryan has whelps on his fucking forehead. Like big ass whelps on his forehead. Way to go, WWE, trying to kill one of your most beloved wrestlers right now, and Dolph Ziggler. Yeah. I don't want to become a wrestler anymore. Anyway, you guys, we move on to the next match being... Oh, shit. What was the next match? Screw it. They'll be out of order anyway. The next match being, for some reasons, Sting versus Triple H. The match itself was kind of lackluster to me. It did show that Sting, even though he's 50-something years old, still had what it takes to be a wrestler, because he was still doing some pretty decent moves. Triple H, on the other hand, it was more take a bump, rest, take a bump, rest, take a bump, rest, take a bump, rest, take a bump, rest. Hit my finisher, that's it. Game over. Well, Sting starts to kind of get the upper hand. Here comes DX, Road Dogg, Billy Gunn, and X-Pac. Alright, cool. And so they beat down, well, Sting beats them down, and Triple H gets the surprise pedigree. And 1, 2, boom. Sting kicks out, and wow, 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 wow. The NWO comes out. WWE does not do their research, do they? They do not give a shit. It's not... Sting never joined the NWO. Sting joined the Wolf Pack. The Wolf Pack. He never joins the NWO. He never joins the red or the black and white. He joined the black and red. Come on. You got Sting. You got one of the biggest stars of the 90s and late 80s. You couldn't get him fucking. I would take Conan. You can easily get Conan. You can. I mean, you got so many fucking stars that were in the Wolfpack. I mean, yeah, Lex Luger wasn't going to do a rundown. I mean, fucking, he'd have to be able to stand to run. But Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, I think, was in the Wolfpack. You know, it wasn't NWO Hollywood. It wasn't NWO. It was NWO Wolfpack. The red and black. So NWO runs down and beats up DX, and I will say this. I will say this. It was cool to see all three members, even though they are old as shit. All three members of the NWO take decent bumps. Like Scott Hall went to do his Razor's Edge, Razor Cutter. That's it. Um, onto, I think, Billy Gunn. And Billy Gunn reversed it, since Razor Ramon, aka Scott Hall, over him. And Hall took a pretty damn good bump on his back on the floor. Which I'm surprised he was still standing, because Scott Hall's old as shit. Same thing with Hogan. He took a nice little bump. But didn't the man just have back surgery again? I mean, you don't need to let him take bumps. Yeah, hit him once and let him kind of lean on the barricade or something like that. But, don't straight up push him down. The man's like 135 years old. Scott Hall took a nice bump, but it was all because of the match eventually goes to Triple H, all because of that damn Shawn Michaels. Never thought I'd say that. Yeah, Shawn Michaels interferes on Triple H's behalf, superkick Sting, and it pretty much gives the match to Triple H at that point. Triple H gets the sledgehammer slid into him. Sting gets his baseball bat handed to him. Sting, in a cool thing, he breaks Triple H's bat, which I thought was amazing. Yeah, or Sting breaks Triple H's sledgehammer, which I thought was truly amazing. It kind of signified that Sting overall is better than Triple H. You can have so many meanings behind that. But Triple H gets the victory over Sting because the top half of the sledgehammer, he rams it into Sting's face, and 1, 2, 3. And then after the match, there was the whole handshake, which I really enjoyed. It finally signified that for some reason they were feuding because of the honor of WCW, and WCW lost again. WWE logic, I guess. Fucking JBL saying, "The war is now over. WWE has won." The war's been over for like 30 years, damn it. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, JBL. And you know what, JBL? You're a bully. I'll get into it to another video, but you're a goddamn bully. You're fucking asshole. I've read the stories. I've read the shit that you've done to other wrestlers. Anyway, next match, Cena versus Rusev. Next match. No, I got to talk about it for a second. Cena beats Rusev. Why? You can't have your baby boy lose at WrestleMania. You let The Undertaker lose at WrestleMania. Let Cena fucking lose. It's bullshit. Rusev has been built to be such a strong character. But you're going to let him lose to Cena? Why? I'm getting an ulcer. Come here, WWE. Come here. Come here, baby boy. Now, let me tell you something, WWE. You don't let Cena win. He is past his prime. You let him beat Rusev, who's built to be a strong character. Why? Damn it, D'Lo. OSW review reference. Actually, speaking of which, Jay Hunter, if you ever watch this video, please bring me into the podcast for at least one time. I want to be with you, all the rest, Botchamania, Mr. OOC, and the other J, V1. Please bring me into the podcast one day. I want to kind of give my American perspective on it. Bloody wankus. Anyway, so, yes, and because Cena is, and I want to say something that OSW, had said in their video. Cena's a patriot. He loves his country. He's a good guy. Rusev loves his country. He's an automatic bad guy because it's not America's. Because America, fuck you. No, seriously, like, that's wrong. Don't we teach diversity? Like, didn't Big Show go when he was feuding to Rusev? He went to sensitivity training just because he broke down the Russian flag. But yet, Cena fucks with Rusev all the time, somewhat like that, but yet he never has to go to sensitivity training. Okay. That works. But Cena beats Rusev somewhat clean. Wins the United States Championship, which I thought was just complete bollocks. I really did. I really thought that was just fucking stupid. Cena is past his prime at this point and needs to go away. I mean, The Rock didn't stay for 13, 14, 15, 16 years. Hogan did, because Hogan fucking is an asshole and likes money. The Rock, he left after a few years. He didn't stay like 10 years. Cena just continues to stay, and it's just wearing us down as fans, and you're constantly letting Cena win, except for against Brock Lesnar. I really do appreciate that, WWE creative. You did not let him beat Lesnar, so thank you. I'll give you a clap. Next match. Actually, no, there is not a next match. There is a spot with Triple H and Stephanie where Stephanie basically tells the crowd they are her bitch. Okay. I guess that's the thing. The Rock comes out for some reason, and starts making fun of Stephanie. Stephanie tells him to get the fuck out of her ring. Or, excuse me, get the hell out of my ring. Rock starts to go like a bitch, and Stephanie keeps talking shit, causing him to turn around and go get MMA or UFC's welterweight champion Ronda Rousey, who, might I add, was wearing an over 9,000 Dragon Ball Z t-shirt. And I gotta say, I'm so proud to be a geek because one of the most dangerous women of all time is wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt. Not even with Goku's picture, with Vegeta's picture. That takes some goddamn balls. And nobody better fuck with your ass. But I digress. So Ronda flips Triple H to the shock of The Rock and nearly breaks Stephanie's arm without even a second thought. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. So we move on to the next match, Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker. And my God, I've been waiting for this match. This match has been being built up for actually 2 months? Somewhere around that time period. Bray Wyatt, ever since ending his feud with Dean Ambrose, he hasn't really been given much. And I gotta say, them putting him up against The Undertaker and calling himself the new face of fear has been amazing. I love it. They need to give him that spot. Well, the whole entrance with Bray was subpar. Another OSW thing. WrestleMania just happened. Uh, but it wasn't the best entrance. It was good. It was really good. It wasn't the best. Undertaker comes out simple, you know, and of course, a lot of people would say, well, he couldn't come out, better because the sun would have ruined it, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? I mean, it's The Undertaker. You're still going to fucking watch. So, anyway, he comes out in a simple black cloak and, a simple hat. And what I really liked was he had hair this year. He looked a lot better than he did last year, a lot less sickly. And he came out, and his ring attire was like straight up his American Badass gear. Uh, American Badass and Big Evil. If you remember from the early 2000s, he came out in that gimmick where he was a biker. Well, he had that same ring gear on, which I very much appreciated. I'm so glad they didn't try to put him on the bike or anything, because that would just ruin the match. And all in all, it was a great match. I really do like it. The only problem was Bray Wyatt was wrestling with an injury. He sprained his ankle a week prior, and it was still bothering him. And I know most wrestlers, there are guys that have worked with broken ribs and broken arms. Hell, one wrestler worked with fucking one leg, Mr. Zach Gowen. Throwback shit. But don't, if you guys hear barking, don't mind that. It's my dog being an idiot outside. I love my dog to death. But yeah, so it was all around a really good match. Some good spots with the Undertaker going old school, and then Bray Wyatt's upside down spider crawl meets the Undertaker's sit up stare, and the look on Wyatt's face, just he's he backs down. I really do like that. The fact that they had Bray Wyatt being such this big and tough guy to back down like that, and I really appreciate it. I would have liked him to be more, not less scared, but just kind of in awe, because he needs a new acting coach. His looks were that of pure shock and terrified. He needed that more awestruck of like, this is what this is what I'm replacing. I need to be worse than this. I need to become better than this. So yeah, that's what I got on that one. We don't see Bray Wyatt the following night on Raw, so it doesn't even matter. Now we move on to the main event, and if I missed, oh, I have missed a match. Um, the Divas Tag Team Championship match, won by Paige and AJ Lee versus the Bellas, won by AJ Lee and Paige. Non-title match. Subpar. A 4 out of 10. We all good? We all good. Main event. Match of the year. Straight up. I still get chills thinking about that match. Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. It was epic. Leading up, Brock Lesnar went toe to toe with Reigns, and Reigns did not back down. Unlike Cena, we all thought he'd beat Lesnar after a while, but it was more, how can I put it? Cena backed down. You could clearly see in Cena's eyes that he was scared of Lesnar. Reigns, we don't get that. Reigns will not back down. He knows Lesnar's bigger. He knows Lesnar's tougher. He knows Lesnar's quicker. He does not back down. And he shows it straight up in the match. They start the match and they don't even lock up. Reigns just straight up goes on the offense and starts punching Lesnar. Lesnar backs down a little bit, but he keeps on punching Reigns, and Reigns gets a hit off and cuts Lesnar's cheek open, which was amazing to see. Lesnar cut open, and he continued. He started to. I had to move my leg. Sorry. He started to suplex Reigns. Sounds like I need another drink. Yeah. But yeah, he starts to. Dr. Pepper. Well, he starts to suplex Reigns, and we get the greatest line of all time. And the very next day, we see it because the fact every company in all the world is trying to copyright it. Suplex City, bitch. Which I have to go to WWEshop.com to buy my hoodie. I don't know if I want a hoodie or a t-shirt. I think I'm going to go with a t-shirt. All around, it was a fucking amazing match. Like, easily match of the year. From beginning to the end, it was just... Reigns was laughing at Lesnar. Yes, he started laughing a little bit too soon for his own good, but it made it even better because it pissed off Lesnar even more. Now, later in the match, Lesnar... we see the camera cuts to him, and I guess a cameraman or a medic jumps away from him, but looks like he put something in his hand. Now, a lot of people are saying that did Lesnar use razor? Did Lesnar cut? Especially with the deep gash he got on his forehead when Reigns pushed him into the ring post. I don't believe he did. I really don't, because the fact his hand would have been cut all to hell, because he had his fist like this pretty much the rest of the time until that moment. So I don't think he did. I really don't. That's all I got to say on the subject. I think the whole him basically cutting himself open was an accident. To be completely truthful, I think it was an accident, and him actually receiving a concussion for it, from what I've heard, makes it even more real. It was cool to see him dazed, though, just like... He looked drunk. Anyway, so yeah, Reigns Superman punches so many times, like one, two, three Superman punches, one, two spears. Lesnar kicks out. Lesnar is a fucking beast, and him signing a 3-year deal with the WWE. Oh my god, this is going to be amazing if you keep this damn gimmick up. This is going to be better than Batista's Alpha fucking Batista Unleashed, the Animal Unleashed thing. I mean, Reigns takes 11 or 11 suplexes, and I think 3 F5s, and does not, does not lose. He kicked out after 2. These two are amazing together. Put them in more matches. Like, I was skeptical leading up to this match. I mean, we all were. We thought Reigns was just going to fucking lay down for Lesnar. No. He straight up held his own. I'm surprised. Easily match of the year. And there was one moment both wrestlers are down. It's near the end of the match now. And the fucking music hits. Seth Rollins comes running down as quick as he can. Cashes in to make the main event a triple threat. I love it. I really do. It's a decisive fuck you victory. Or indecisive fuck you victory. Rollins curb stomps Lesnar. Goes to curb stomp him again. Gets put in the F5. Reigns spears Lesnar. Lesnar rolls out of the ring. Curb stomp to Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins wins. First ever time Money in the Bank cashed in at WrestleMania. Seth Rollins wins. I liked it. He didn't pin Lesnar. Lesnar still has an undefeated streak. He's still booked pretty damn good. It's kind of also a fuck you to Reigns, too, because Reigns was Shield. What's the Shield? And, him to lose to the man that screwed him over, get pinned by the man that screwed him over, is just fucking amazing. The next night on Raw, like I said, it was Reigns and company versus Rollins and company, and I think it was Reigns wound up winning the match for his team, but I don't know because it was Monday night and I don't watch Mondays because I work. But yeah, all around, that pay-per-view itself was just above subpar with Reigns and Lesnar's match easily tipping the scale for it. I mean, the match itself was a 10 out of 10. There was no better way to book it. I mean, it was perfect in every way, in my opinion. Now let's talk about leading into leading into Extreme Rules. I think you need to give Dean Ambrose a push. Straight up. Give Ambrose a push. The rumors are going around right now that it's going to be Rollins versus Randy Orton for the World Championship. There's only 3 scenarios that I've actually read this, so I'm going to be paraphrasing. 3 scenarios that will work. Roman Reigns runs in, acting like he's going to beat down Seth Rollins, turns on Randy Orton, and joins authority. Which ain't gonna happen. If it does, it'll be a major swerve, and I would really much appreciate that because it would add an extra, it would add extra muscle to the authority. The second thing would be Ambrose coming out, costing Rollins the match, and giving Orton the championship. Which, Orton, I think now as a babyface, would be a good champion, and probably even give Ambrose a title shot, if anything. Now, the third and final thing, the same old BS that the authority has been doing. J&J Security, Big Show and Kane come out, interfere in the match, giving Seth Rollins the win, or somehow, some way, Orton will pull it off, overcome the odds, and win. You really need to change WWE. I mean, seriously, you got all these talented motherfucking people in your fucking locker room, and you don't do shit about it. You keep playing off that Orton is a fucking face. You keep playing off that Cena is popular. You keep playing off that Roman Reigns, because he's part of The Rock's family, is going to be popular. You keep playing off that Daniel Bryan does not matter. You keep playing off that Sheamus is going to be fucking big, even though you bring him back with a fucking mohawk. Are you fucking serious? Seriously. You keep playing off like all these major things are going to happen, and you keep living like you're in the fucking 80s. Well, guess the fuck what? You're not in the 80s. You're in the 21st fucking century. Vince McMahon, stop. Let Triple H run the company. Let your son-in-law, Paul, run the fucking company. He runs NXT. Let him run WWE because NXT is amazing. I mean, you bring in all these fucking tag teams and you tell them fuck off because we got the Usos and we got the few tag teams that we want. You bring in the New Day, which is made up of very talented wrestlers, and you make them a fucking joke. You bring in, these major possibilities like Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas was actually pretty damn cool. He was amazing. And what do? You job him out to Mark Henry. You send him the fuck away, only to return at the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and don't even fucking mention it. You bring in a guy like Adam fucking Rose, the coolest dude in the WWE since the early days of Cena, and you turn him heel because of a fucking bunny? Are you serious? I mean, oh my fucking god, I hate you right now. Oh, you're getting me on this goddamn rant, and I'm just letting it take me. Your Divas division. You've let go to shit. I mean, you just fill it with a bunch of sex. That's it. I mean, there's no other way. And I didn't notice the fact that the woman with the largest breast on your roster is the Divas champion. Yeah. It may have worked with Trish Stratus because of the fact she fucking had talent. Nikki Bella does not have talent. She likes to suck dick. She does not have talent other than that. But I digress. The only reason Nikki's champion is because she's dating John Cena. And John Cena wanted her to have that title to show off her breast implants. So I don't fucking know. And the whole storyline with the Bellas, yeah, let's, I wanted you dead. I wanted you dead in the womb. Jerry Springer, blah, 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 blah. You're going to be my servant. We're besties now. What the fuck is wrong with you on that storyline? Seriously, you can't come back from that. I don't care who the fuck you are. Even somebody with short-term memory loss is going, that ain't right. That ain't right. I mean, goddamn. WWE, you need to change your shit up. Legitly. And don't have your creative do anything anymore. No. Here's what you do. You bring in actual fans. The few adult fans you have that's been watching for years and years, that's what you do. You bring in actual fans to write your shit for you. People that actually want to see what goes on. And I guarantee you that things will change like that. I guarantee you. Because once you get somebody or a group of people in there that know what the fuck they want to see and know what all the fans want to see, your shit's going to change. You're going to start getting views. And the WWE Network is not even going to have to be talked about because people are going to fucking subscribe to your ass. Oh, how much is the WWE Network? Oh, it's $9.99 a month. It's $9.99 a month? Really? Really? Fucking Michael Cole. Fucking JBL. Fucking Booker T. No, I'm not even going to say fucking Booker T. Booker T, King. They're cool. Fuck JBL. Fuck Michael Cole. I said it. Fuck Cena. Fuck Vince. Fuck Stephanie. Fuck whoever else. Let Paul Triple H, let him run the damn company for a while and see what shit changes. Let the fans write the scripts. Let Triple H run the show. See how well that changes. See how quick shit around WWE changes. If it doesn't, then there's no reason to help them. Just go ahead and bankrupt them. But it's not going to happen because Vince makes money. Yeah. Vince and his bully campaigns, anti-bully campaigns, even though he's the biggest fucking bully in all the world because he's single-handedly closed down a shit ton of companies over the decades just because he didn't want the competition. He wants to monopolize. And the only reason he hasn't monopolized on WWE on wrestling is because New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor, TNA slowly dying, but it's still fucking there. And then you have AAA in Mexico. And now Jeff Jarrett has, has his global wrestling federation, alliance, association, something like that. GW something. So yeah, just for you guys watching, just remember that WWE has pretty much monopolized wrestling as we know it, aside from a few other brands. And if we keep taking the shit that they pour out to us, every so often they give us a great match like Lesnar versus Reigns for one. If we keep taking this shit, that's all we're going to have. Because once Vince takes over, once Vince closes down TNA or Ring of Honor, that's it for the U.S. And it's not long before he takes over New Japan or AAA after that, or even, even Jeff Jarrett's new federation he's going to be running. So, yeah. Well, you guys, I've been talking for right at an hour. I'm moving so I can actually see the time on the thing. I've been talking for right at an hour, so, yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant. And thank you for joining me for another episode of Reaper Reviews. I'll be uploading this right now, actually, so, yeah. Also, my the Dragon Ball Z What If series is going to be coming out this week. I'll be recording it when I have actually a moment to do. So I'm not making any guarantees what day it's going to be out. But today's Tuesday, so it should be out either Thursday or Friday. More than likely Friday because I have that day off. Yeah. So, as always, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful, great day, morning, evening, night, whatever time zone it is for you guys. And, as always, have a good one. Peace.